super, super scared. I'm freaking out. My heart is pumping when I realize it has to be someone in my closet. At this point, my phone is still in the kitchen from where I dropped it when I first came into the apartment. So next, I put my hand on the door because I'm thinking I'm just gonna bust the door open. But I realized I had a smartwatch and I should probably try to call the police before I even open the door. Of course, I couldn't get the watch to work to call, and at this point, I just feel like pressure pushing against the door. They might get me before I can get to them. The door opens, and I see a man in all my clothes. First thing I ask him is, "Who are you? And why are you in my closet?" He told me his name is Drew, and him and his friends raid closets to get clothes. So I'm kind of watching him as I run and get my phone to snatch it up and come back to the room. I don't call the police because I don't want him to hear me and try to attack me. I end up just taking a quick picture and sending it to my good guy friend and telling him, "Hey, come over. I just found a man in my closet." He texts me back, "I'm on the way." And after that, we just sat and we talked. He says his mom abandoned him and thought that he was ugly. Then he starts asking me, do I think he's pretty? Or do I like his hair? He did ask me if we can hug. And I broke that off very quick. Absolutely not. So we talked for around 10 minutes before my guy friend shows up. His demeanor was more like he was scared of me rather than me being scared of him. I just felt really bad for him. I was like, just don't bother me anymore. So then we let him go and he leaves. He goes in that gas station that's in front of my complex. And the cops are already kind of just hanging outside. I tell the cops, "Hey, that guy that's in the bathroom was just in my closet when I came home. He was pretty much robbing me." So they end up arresting him and taking me back to my house so they can see the evidence. They realized my closet has indeed been ran through. Some of the stuff that he had dropped had also been in the house.
Maddie's bravery is just like, this is my house, and I'm going to find out who's in my closet wearing my things. So it's just like she took charge of that situation.
Maintenance comes the next day just to check out what happened. They checked this window that the blinds were always up and shut, and it was a recliner right in front of the window. And we realized, as we look outside the window, my brush, my hair stuff, hair ties were outside the window. So that's how he was coming in and out. We later found out that his name was Andrew Swafford, and he was 30 years old. He pleads guilty for breaking and entering and gets sentenced to 79 days in jail.
When I first saw the picture of Drew in the closet, I was very freaked out. Wow, there's literally a man living in your closet. We have to move. We have to move ASAP. We're not staying there.
The following week, I moved out and I've never been back. After this, we've gotten much closer together than we were before because we experienced something crazy with each other. And we really know we have each other's backs. If I could do it all over again, now that I want to, I would call the cops as soon as I saw him. I would have never believed that I had a frogger in my house.
I look up and the crawl space door gets open. Something is opening and closing the cabinet. These eyes are familiar. Someone is waving at us. I'm standing face to face with this thing. Someone is in my house. The cabinets are banged and the music's blaring. I want to believe that it's in my head. Dad, somebody's in the house. It wasn't a lie. This was my life. This is what happened to me. I'm naked and someone is in my house.
Dad found hiding in his family's walls.
Intruder secretly living inside her attic. Man slithers out from under home.
Make sure your crawl spaces are locked.
I hear footsteps. I'm vulnerable, naked, and someone is in my house. There was somebody violating my home. I want to believe it's in my head.
It's a giant man's handprint.
You came into my home.
You invaded my privacy.
We had a frogger in our house. In 1986, I am 14 years old and I live in Peckrell, Massachusetts. The town I lived in was small, quiet, peaceful.
Oh.
We rode our bikes up and down the street. There was no traffic. The town's so small that there's not much to do. I live